that the autopsy has revealed anything in particular. In fact, what they've said in the autopsy is that there was no significant thing that could make them, lay a finger on what killed the young man. And the toxicologist still reiterated the fact that the result was they couldn't ascertain the cause of death, and so it was inconclusive. But then they added a very smart line to say there is a possibility that the medication reacted in his body, but they called it drugs. So a lot of people right now, Nigerians, are confused about whether it is medication or whether it's illegal drugs that were in the system that reacted. And that was just their point. That's what they want to push out. Because Nigeria has a way of, criminalizing the victim, making the victim look bad so that they can free all the criminals and let everybody have peace and say, okay, actually the guy too didn't do well. It's because of what it took that killed him. But we all know the truth on our part. And we're not going to fall for their nonsense gimmicks. And so we need to stop putting too much importance on that publication. What we should be talking about is bringing out the salient facts. And also in that publication, they tried to push out the fact that Mohbad was buried too quickly. That's why they couldn't ascertain the cause of death. They also pushed out the narrative of he was not embalmed, just to try and use one stone and kill 10 birds. They're just trying to finger people's brains here. Can you hear me? And so, we need to be very, very careful and sensitive and not be drawn into making us say the wrong things that they will use against us and use against our case. We say we stand for justice all the way. And we're not going to allow anybody change the narrative, no matter what you analyze. If you're analyzing something, please be very scientific and strategic in your approach. Don't bring an analysis that will further draw the case into the mud. And, you see, how many Nigerians buy newspapers that you're worrying about them? That's why even they themselves, they know that because Punch newspapers has come online to disseminate this information, and they can't go back to Punch because Punch in their own publication stated that their correspondent confirmed that no sample was sent. So they couldn't go back to the same Punch to go and say that the result came from NMS. So instead of doing that, they went to their own propaganda platform, which is the cable, which we all know is for APC, which was government of Lagos State, to go and push out this narrative. Why haven't they used any of the mainstream media houses? Why are they pushing it through bloggers? Paid bloggers, for that matter. So don't you think that there's something fishy in that report? And that report doesn't say that it's concluded. They said there's a possibility. When somebody says there's a possibility, it means that further tests or further things will need to be done to really ascertain the cause of death. It doesn't mean the cause of death has been ascertained. But the way they're pushing it and we're helping them to push it, instead of us to start debunking it ourselves, we're waiting for somebody to come and debunk it for us before we can jump in. Why can't we debunk it ourselves and say, look, okay, so you have written something, fine. And they know that Nigerians will jump at the headlines. They will never go into the real document that has been written because they're too lazy to read. If you read that document, you'll see that there's nothing wrong, there's nothing inside it, except the fact that they threw in a few sentences here and there. Everything they wrote there was what was said at the last inquest by the pathologists, saying that it was not conclusive. They just added that lawsuit has also carried out an autopsy. But even in that one, the autopsy did not say this is what killed the man. They came up with the issue of a drug called Benadryl. An autopsy report cannot give you a toxicology report. An autopsy test, what do you call it? Autopsy cannot give you a toxicology. So if the autopsy is telling us that a Benadryl, which is a sleeping drug and antihistamine, was found in the body, you should see that there are discrepancies all over the place. And they think that the people that are reading these documents don't have sense like them. And because a lot of people will be analyzing based on headlines, then people will start running around and say, oh, Baba should do this, Baba should do that. You want to kill the man is already down. They're trying to subdue this man. And you that he believes are his supporters are coming out to say, Baba is not doing something right. Baba, you still want to blame the man. How do you feel when you want, even if we want to go back to this case, one of the things that Prime Boy said really got Mohbad angry was the fact that he wasn't supporting him. And that was what made him get down to go and meet Prime Boy, that you that should be supporting me. You're not. So we're doing exactly the same thing to Mohbad's father. If we're saying that it's Mohbad's father that should have done this, it's Mohbad's father that should have done that. Well, what about the legal team that should speak out and tell us that they have received the autopsy report? What about the legal team that should come out and tell us that they have filed these applications in court and this is where they are? What about the legal team that should be giving us periodic updates? If we don't have a proper PR that knows his job, we spoke about the PR on this platform. That was the first time I spoke here. I haven't heard anything about it from that PR since then. But if the PR is not speaking, why can't the legal team, at least even if it's once in a while, come out and say something? It doesn't have to be publication. They can do a quick interview on TV, you know, or a small, what do you call it? It doesn't have to be a full-blown press conference. It can just be a statement sent out so that this can put people's mind at rest. Because, see, all of us that are following this Justice for Mohbad case, we're not all at the same level of emotional stability. People's emotions are easily, you know, disrupted. And they need to help us manage it. And some of the people that speak, they don't speak with emotional intelligence. They speak in a way to put people down. They speak in a way to make some people feel like they can arrogate powers to themselves on this journey. No, we're all here for the journey. And it's a long haul. It's a marathon race. It's not a dash. It's not a 100-meter dash. It's a what do you call it? It's marathon. So everybody that is on this case should be aware that it's going to take a while. And we're going to have ups and downs. But we're going to stand our ground and say no retreat, no surrender. And it doesn't matter what the government throws at us. They can even use the judges and bring out anything. As long as we don't relent, they will keep revisiting this case. And until they give us justice, we will not leave them. And then, of course, since they have said, if it's a medication, you see what they're trying to do? They're trying to navigate all of us back to where police started from. Because police is trying to do damage control. The court, Lagos is trying to do damage control. So they want to take us back to the fact that it was injected. But now they're even quoting, I didn't see ceftriaxone or whatever, that antibiotic in this one. I didn't see anything tetanus in the documents that they released so far. So which medication did they really give him? Who gave him the medications that they're quoting right now from the autopsy and toxicology? We need to know. And that's why we know that this whole thing is balderdash, is nonsense. And those of us that are following it, we should be very careful. I read something on Twitter by our favorite online doctor, Olufunmilayo. He analyzed this new report and he threw it out. He said, this is nonsense. Let's continue to feed ourselves with the right thing and not go where they will tell us, oh, someone has not. I'm not a fan of buck passing. And I'm not, and I will say it. If there's something you can do, which is analyze this thing and let people know that you don't buy their rubbish, you don't buy their narratives. That is your own position. And to call out the people that you need to call out. I just told you that we need to call out the legal team to speak to us and let us know what they're doing. And I'm sure they're doing something. They're working on something that they're going to release very quickly to us so that they can calm this tension. So we need to calm down. And those who think that they know too much, we call them ITK when I was in school. I too know. You need to calm down. You can't think for everybody. Why do you think everybody else is stupid? You're the only one that is smart. We all went to school. Do you know us? Do you even know our profiles? Do you know the kind of people you're even speaking to? I'm talking about people. There's nobody that has all the wisdom in this world. And I keep telling people, even wisdom can be tricky. When you think you have all the wisdom, you may be the stupid person. So you need to listen to others. And when you have an information, try and look at it, digest it, read through it, see between the lines before you come up and jump on any headlines. And let's stop castigating people who have made themselves available to support Baba. Because I see how we're quickly jumping out to say, oh, this person has not done this. I'm not going to mention any names today. But I mean, you know the people I'm talking about. If you know that they're not doing anything so well, jump in and do it. Make yourself available. But if you're somewhere in diaspora and you have people who are constantly navigating through what do you call them now? What do you call it now? There's you're trying to avoid bombs. Minefields. That's what we call them. You know, when people are walking in a minefield and you're just constantly tiptoeing around just to make sure you don't land on this minefield. Do you know the guys you're up against? They'll pick you. Look at Arifa and Veron. See the kind of nonsense they put in the news. The person that spoke, the lawyer that spoke in the news about Arifa and Veron, is the Elegushi's lawyer. Not their own lawyers. And they're saying, oh, one of them has a lawyer, one doesn't have a lawyer. But that's not the information we have. We know that both of them have lawyers. And I've heard people on Justice for Mohbad saying, oh, yes. And I've heard people trying to force it on us, we reject it. So please, I just want to encourage us that this thing that we're doing, if we're really for justice for Mohbad, and we're really here to support Joseph Aloba to get this justice for his son, and for every Nigerian youth that may be a victim in the future, because you never know who is next. You never know who is next. I just heard somewhere that the Oba of Oronshoki, or what they call it, is already oppressing somebody again. And this is a woman this time. And nobody is going to give that woman justice because is an Oba that is involved. And you guys think that we're joking here? We're not joking. We're talking about everybody that is going to be oppressed. How can an Oba be so important in Nigeria to be trampling on people's human rights? And you guys think that, well, we should be analyzing who should do what? We should face the people that we should face. And so if we can get those lawyers, these doctors to come onto this platform, to also come and educate people who are still sitting on the fence, who are not quite sure of the publication that came out today. But for me, the publication that came out today is rubbish. It's just a new headline for an old news. And for them to push out their propaganda, which is what cable news does very well. They did it so well during the elections. And now they're bringing them on board to come and do the same thing here. And then now inside the autopsy report, you quickly push in, there was no embalmment. And then the next thing, it was buried too quickly, so the body had decomposed. The body that had been buried for 7 days or 8 days couldn't have depreciated so badly that you won't be able to tell. Even if it was ordinary bones that was recovered, they would have been able to tell if there was trauma, if there was anything. There was nothing in that report. And also, I expect Baba's lawyers to collect the original autopsy report that these people are bandying around, not the one that they have interpreted. They should give them the original, the raw data, the raw results of that toxicology test and the raw data of the autopsy. Let Baba's lawyers get their own pathologists to look at that document and also follow through to make sure that the private autopsy is done so that there can be comparison. We're not going to accept their own interpreted results. They should give us the raw results. And then let our own approval for private autopsy that has since been filed. Those are the things we should be pushing. That has since been filed at the court to be approved so that they can also, if the government really, really means well and they want to give justice to Mohbad, they should not allow anything to be left unattended to. No stone should be left unturned. So whatever our lawyers want to come and tell us, they should come and tell us now. Where are we? What have they done so far? What is holding us? What is making it look like they're slow? What are the pitfalls? What are the roadblocks that they're facing? So that we can lend our voices. We can go to we can go to Instagram, go to Twitter, stay on TikTok and make all the noise and let them come back and be accountable again. So please, guys, let's know what we're doing. And I want to plead especially for Baba Mohbad. The man is going through a lot of emotional trauma right now. He knows that he's up against people that he ordinarily would not even be able to look into their eyes and say anything. But because we have supported him, we have given him that courage, that confidence to face this challenge and say, look, I want justice for my son. I want to know the paternity of the child that is called my grandchild. Let's follow through. Not to be castigating him and putting him down. If you want to castigate anybody, castigate the legal team to come and speak out. Leave the people that have made themselves available to support this man, putting themselves on ground. If you're in diaspora and you feel you're untouchable, you can't be throwing out criticism every day. People die from criticism. People can... Make sure your word to be good. Season your word well so that people can even be encouraged to continue to support this man. Before those who are even helping him will say, Baba, wala iti fe poju. Emi o se mo. They seem to come and take their position. They want him to be solo. Do you know what the devil does? When the devil isolates you, it's easy to attack you. But when you have people with you, you know what I used to breed a lot of dogs. When you have a pack of dogs, it's difficult to attack you. But when you have one solo dog, you can throw a piece of poisoned sardine at the dog, and the dog will eat it. But guess what? If you throw poison into the midst of many dogs, one may eat it, and as soon as the others see that dog is going down, they're not going to touch it. So that's exactly what's going to happen. So what they've done with us is they've picked Arifa, they've picked Veron. So they think that by 2 people going down, all of us should also be dead emotionally. We're not. Those guys will come out, and they will come out and continue this movement with us. But those of us that are still standing, let's stand well and stop analysis that will make our case worse. Let's stop blaming Baba Mohbad, please. Let's stop blaming. I've never seen the other team blaming Wunmi for anything. When she cursed Baba, they know that nobody can curse their father. Nobody can say, because their father's daughter-in-law can pick up the phone and can curse their fathers like that. Yet they supported her. Nobody can curse their fathers because they are married to their brothers. But they supported this girl because they know that they have a mandate, support. And that's the mandate that we also have. Even if we have to analyze, let us not put the blame on Baba Mohbad, please. Let us not put, it is a man that has lost his child. Nobody is walking in his shoes. If you're not walking in his shoes, you don't know where he's pinching him. Send in words of encouragement, make suggestions. If you think your suggestion is not being taken, keep talking about it and keep justifying why your suggestions should be carried. Then they will listen. But saying that you made a suggestion, they didn't answer you, that means that they're doing the wrong thing. Well, the case is lost already. Baba he does not even want justice. I mean, I'm pained when I hear people who say they are supporting justice for Mohbad. When they say Baba himself does not want justice. How else do you want a man to put himself? Do you want him to die first before you know that he wants justice? Please, guys, let's do this thing. Let's be honest about our support for this man. If you know that you're on the fence, please don't come and start talking. Because we have gone far. We started this thing 9 months ago. Anybody that is just beginning to ask questions now was never really there. A lot of people who have been there and listen, you know, where you need to listen so that you can catch up. Don't jump in and start talking and start trying to scatter everywhere. Because sometimes when you bring all these narratives, you use it to take us back. Please, let's move ahead, please. Thank you, Supervisor, for allowing me to speak. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Supervisor, 1 second. Supervisor, 1 second, please. Thank you very much, Yeti baby. Supervisor, you see where Olaide is coming from with what Yeti baby said. See, somebody cannot respect is reciprocal. Supervisor, wait. Respect is reciprocal. You can imagine somebody who has been on this case for over 9 months. Everybody, we spent our time, our resources, so many things that we've put on this justice for Mohbad. And somebody will now come and say, if so host should leave this justice has finished, I take the lead, you people follow me. You see, all those statements are very, very annoying to individuals. It's very, very annoying. Like what she said, if you can't keep bashing this man. Mommy, go this way, Aduro. I'm talking from a place where I'm paid. Everybody paid. So mind me, it's just my mind. I'm not my mind. I'm not fighting anybody, but I'm just saying that it as an individual. You can't just sit down and say if somebody should leave, if a particular host should leave justice for Mohbad is nothing. I take the lead. Everybody follow me. Excuse me, are you Baba Mohbad? And you say you are for justice, and you keep bashing this man. If you keep bashing me while you are bashing Baba Mohbad, you people should get this. Everybody should get this. Anytime you accuse me, well, that means indirectly you are talking to Baba Mohbad. That's how it is. There's no two way about it. For you keep bashing that Muiwa, indirectly you are bashing Baba Mohbad. That's justice. That's my own submission with Yeti baby submission. Thank you very much. Next person. Please, who is the next person? Because I just came in. I don't know who is the next person.
Can I say something? I'll be quiet. I was expecting everybody. I want people to say something before I talk. Can I talk now, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Madam Toyin Tomato, thank you. Well, I will start from where Madam Toyin just talked about people bashing Baba and Mr. Muyiwa. With due respect to everybody, I just want us to understand something here. We are not bashing, nobody is bashing Baba. But they try to point fingers on the people that are around Baba. Then there are some things they need to tell Baba. There are some things they need to carry Baba along with. E.g., when Baba granted an interview with Kemi Oluloyo, some questions was being asked from Baba. Baba so you can see like those things, you know. Or you come with Baba along. So that when Baba go out for any interview, then if any question was being asked, Baba can able to give his own submission and a good answer, respond to that questions. That is why I suggest something the other time that like Mr. Guresi, Tomamba Basoro, Mr. Muyiwa, the PA himself. The PA is there to assist Baba. His job is not to just come online, no. make research for Baba. That is why you are there beside that man. Do some research about this, what's it called? About this justice for Mohbad. Egbe Baba along. Baba, this is what is so this is what is going on. This is what is going on. Baba, nkoba ibi bala ba shede, ibi bala ni ba ni wọ́n ti stop iṣẹ́. Kon mama sọ wí pé kò kìn ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló mama sọ fún Baba. No. Ìyẹn wà okay. That one is not good. Don't say it's not everything that they'll be telling the man. I understand, but that Baba just lost his son. But at the same time, they need to carry Baba along. Did you see now? So in a situation whereby they mute, they are not carrying Baba along. Oh my God, Baba will now look like a stranger. If some people are not looking it from that angle, they will be bashing Baba, not knowing that those people around Baba, they are not guiding Baba, they are not telling Baba, they are not opening some of the things down to Baba. Now let me ask a question: as one of the Sam Shitu or Kiloroko Dumosu, has any one of them talked to Baba before? She wants Baba any conversation, really? Talking Baba be by ni go buy lo shele o ni that kind of results go buy ni be buy la magbeba or no buy la mashi. It's just that one is not hard for them to tell Baba to carry Baba along. But if Baba give good response that people, when they ask Baba question, people will not look like Baba Yegon, Professor Baba Yegon, he doesn't know what he's saying. No, Baba know what he's doing. He's an elderly man. We cannot control him. Is what he wants is Muiwa. We accept it. But let them carry Baba along. Come on, everything, carry Baba along. You want to do, carry Baba along. If there's a question, anything you want to know, ask Baba the question. Baba will now respond to your question correctly without saying you understand now? So everybody, Emma Binu, Emma Bashi, Baba, Emma Bashi, Mr. Muyiwa, we just have to tell them to do more. We are not perfect, we are different in nature. But when we talk like this, I want to shatushi, I want to those things that they're supposed to tell Baba, the things that they need to let Baba be aware of, you know. So so Mr. Tony, Emachiu. And then concerning that one that you said, sorry ma'am. Yeah, yes, babe, sorry. I know you want to say something. Concerning that what's it called? The person that said without her, the justice is Kenekon. Don't be too emotional. You know, some people just want to provoke you. So you should be the one that said, Emma will be a ring by me. Emma is my dread. Come on. This justice, see, this reigns of justice. Nobody calls anybody. Sister Tony call me on phone and say, go and see you. Come, let's go and fight justice together. Of course, no. Let's just focus. I know we cannot think the same way. Emma Bino, I'm sorry. But for our own safety, mental health too. Emma Maria Sibubon, Eje Kosoro, won't shower so for going loju now. Emma, don't be too emotional when they talk. Anybody that wants to talk, everybody has their mouth to speak. But where you are going, when you Joe, okay, worry waja. And you talk about St. John walking worry waja. Let's just focus. It's true, my sister. If I'm learning Kamawu, Emma, you can come on you know, you gakba. Na camouflaging now. You're supposed to don't know that one. You know why she be kidding. Don't take too much of those things too serious. So I will just appeal to the whole house that we should just calm down. I know by God's grace we will get this justice. They like him or not, but me would they take him easy. Thank you so much. That's my submission. Thank you.
Sorry that back to
Let me say something. Sorry, Mr. Pector. Please hold on. Thank you, my sister Goldensi, for your submission, and thank you, Ms. Oluwatosin. When Baba was asked about some posts that we had all seen in the social media, Baba actually confirmed that he had seen them. I think what Baba tried to do in one of the interviews that he attended recently was just to try and avoid some questions by saying he didn't know, because he may not want to react to those questions. And if you say you don't know, nobody can hold you with I don't know. So I don't believe that he doesn't know. Maybe his lawyers have advised him not to make any statement concerning some of those things. That's why he said he didn't know. But the ones that he actually wanted to own up to, he confirmed that he had seen them. They asked him about many posts. Baba, have you seen this thing on social media? He said, yes, I saw it. They will ask him about this one. He say, yes, I saw it, because I was on that live also. So I believe that Baba is listening to some advice on some of the things that he is saying now. And even when he comes out next, we will see a difference in the way he will be responding to questions. Also, I wanted to speak about something I read online about the medical report that was brought out today. There's a guy I follow on Twitter. His name is Our Favorite Online Doctor. He said, after weeks of authorities initially saying there was no autopsy report as the body had decomposed, which generated a lot of online outrage and condemnation, all of a sudden, now there's another autopsy report floating in the media as Mohbad's autopsy report. The most important thing to note is that the autopsy report does not state in clear, objective, indubitable evidence of any cause of death. In simple terms, the expert does not know what killed him or if he was killed. However, they took some fluid samples from him and they found a medication in the system called dephenhydramine. That is an antihistamine. It is like taking Procold or Piriton. Is what you take for catarrh or cold and simple allergies, very unlikely to kill. They also said the level of medication found in his system is not high at all, enough to kill him or kill anyone. They said they can't find a clear cause, so they simply suspect possible drug reaction. They said they can't find a clear cause, so they simply suspect. That is not ascertained. As far as this postmortem report is concerned, there is nothing concrete found. What they have stated in the headline of the news report is a possible drug reaction. Therefore, is at best a guess, or was still a mere conjecture. Are you guys listening? They looked and examined his body, brain, heart, kidney, liver, and organs thoroughly, and they couldn't find any important findings. That means nothing was seen physically that points to any reason why he died. Essentially, this rules out anything like gunshot, strangulation, severe physical injuries, or any physical obvious explanation of his death. On exhuming his body, they found evidence of moderate to severe decomposition. I personally find this hard to believe, as he was exhumed barely 72 hours after his death. But again, this is what the experts have claimed. On a final note, don't waste your time with this report. Take it from me as a professional in this field. Are you hearing? That's the professional speaking, the doctor. He says, don't waste your time with this report. The sad summary of this report is simply, it was exhumed after he was severely decomposed. They didn't find any concerning physical injuries or organ damage. And only fluid samples they could get revealed a simple cold and catarrh medicine that could not have killed him. End of report. Those who killed Mohbad, if indeed he was killed, those who killed him have succeeded in their crime and have successfully covered up their tracks fully, which I don't agree with. They haven't covered fully, well, because we are still on them. I hope they finally bury him in a befitting way. So he rounded up like that. Another person dead in vain. Another young person's dead, deprived of justice. Another future question. Nigeria, we hailed it. So that's how the man rounded it up. So you can see that people are not buying it. That's on Twitter, and that's somebody that has almost 500,000 people following him on Twitter. So that information has gone wide, and a lot of comments are on it already. So, and so many other people have read their reaction, has shown that people don't believe government. They don't believe that report. So the onus is on us and our legal team to do the needful. Push for that private autopsy, push for that DNA, push for more witnesses to be brought to the court to come and tell us what really happened to Mohbad. If people in his house, they have interviewed 3 people that were in the house with Mohbad when he died, and they all said 3 different things. It then tells you that somebody is lying, or 2 people are lying, or everybody is lying. And that's where we should be. So please, guys, let's not allow anybody to fool us. It's not even about Baba Mohbad right now. It's about somebody somewhere pressing every button possible to subvert the cause of justice. And we're not going to allow it. We're not going to allow it. And please, any of our plans that can really take us forward, let's not discuss it on any platform any longer. Because you can see that they are holding everything against us. They are using what we say to plan their next move. If we don't say anything, why do you think people are streaming your lives? People are streaming lives here. They don't have their own. They are streaming other people because it is what you are discussing that they are using to determine what their next steps will be. Get it, guys? So please.
Yes, babe, now. this under G that we should if any man were locally
I'm not supporting under G. I'm saying brief us, but please don't tell us before you do the work.
Yes, babe. All this under G that they do, we should not disclose. The whole of that being big. Which one have we seen now? Ever since the whole don't disclose.
Wait. Go this wait. Everybody.
Still here.
Go this wait, please. 1 second, please.
Yes.
You people are not gifting us. Yeah, you are not gifting my panel list. You are not gifting me because we are not fighting, Abi. If to say we do gas goes now, they gift us. That is by the way. The second thing I want to say is this. Thank you, yet baby. I want to say this. You see, everybody understand that knows that a lot is going on. A whole lot is going on. Thank you, New Yorker. Thank you, Yeti Baby. You know, the thing that we need to do at the moment, like Yeti Baby said as well, is don't let us bring everything online. That is point one. But there are still so many things that we still need to bring online. So you see how contradicting those two words are. God bless you. So we should not say, they should not come and say something. They need to say something, no. They need to start saying something. We can't just be sitting down here every day and we say, oh, don't say anything. You people should just do this. And no. They should come and tell us something. Come and say, because these people are saying something every day. They are saying something every day. So let's go to...
What I am saying is...
Go ahead. Go this seat, please.
Yes, I just want to respond to Sister Ire. Sister Ire. Sister Ire, I am not saying they should disclose everything, but there are some things that is on public domain where they are working on that they can carry us the public along. Me, so you pay everything 100. They should come and discuss it 100. No, at least out of 100, they can discuss of 40. Hold on, please. They can hold on, please. For example, now I'm not saying they should come out and tell us 100 of what they are doing. At least out of 100, they can tell us like 20% or 30%. Which are the one, like, okay, for the example, let me now answer his question. Like those ones that were, they said on the, what's it called, about the result of the autopsy. We need to carry out the private autopsy for our own. They only said they've write,
they have sent an application to the court.
But they haven't, yes, to court, but they haven't granted granted. Okay, since they haven't granted, what is the way forward? Have they talked about it? At least they should, like, when Mr. Gressy come here, okay, they've not granted though. This is the way forward. This is the under plan B that we are thinking is going to work. What can we deliberate on it if it's okay or not? In here, let's go and do anything. Hold on, yes, babe. Hold on, ma'am.
So what if they have and they haven't told us yet? What if they do?
That is what I am saying. We are on the same page. Hold on, sis. Sorry, ma'am. Yes, now, let's look at... Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now look at, what's it called? DNA. Ever since they say they serve Wunmi later of something, hearing later about that DNA, we did not hear anything again. On that DNA, you understand? And we should be supposed to be like that DNA. They can easily...
July 2nd is the next
no, they can see... Okay, even when they... Hold on now. Go on.
Okay, go on. No, just...
You want to talk. But you guys, you don't... No, I don't... Because the way you are talking, like, you have to say a lot of things to say. It's okay. Let me mute my mic when you continue. It's cool. Go on, please.
Go on, please. I'm muted. Go on, please. Go on.
Please, let me talk, I beg.
Let me talk.
Please, it looks like I'm the one that didn't allow us. I won't say anything again.
Adwanted speaking after you before she says she wants to and I give the chance to her. But to me, most of the things being said, I must be honest with you. My opinion anyway, I don't buy them. Let me be honest. The way informations are being made use of. Sorry, sir.
1 second, sir. 1 second. Please, 1 second. Please allow Golden C to round up, sir. Please, I'm begging you, please, sir. Please.
It's okay.
Please, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Go DC, please. Go ahead, please. Go DC.
It's okay, Supervisor. Let them talk.
Thank
let
you.
them talk.
Please,
I will
ahead,
speak later. Let them talk. Really, let them talk.
No,
it's okay. I
No,
want to
she's
get
not
this.
angry. She will speak later, actually. Serious.
No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
You could do it.
No, I'm not angry, Sister Irene. Really? Yes. Yeah, I will speak later. I'm happy, no. Please, thank you.
For your pet cage.
Okay, like I was saying, I do not buy that idea. We, in this justice for Mohbad, we don't know how to make use of information. There is nothing as little that you can say information is. In justice for Mohbad, they are going to pieces it until they start giving information to the other team. Please, what we need is we want to win. We want to win this case. And whatever thing that is needed for us, needed for us to win, we need to give it. Some of these things we are saying now, it gets to little information, get to some platform, they feel they know it all. They will start breaking, talk here, talk there, before you know it. Even before it's done, the other people would have make use of it and use it against us again. So I think this has been happening repeatedly. We shouldn't allow it again. To me, like me, I don't give a damn. I don't have any. I don't need any information. My own is I want us to win this case. Mine is whatever, and what I've been doing is to just contribute reasonably. Look for a way out, what we can do, how we can go about it, fine. But say me, you must come and feed me, let me know that thing they are doing under G. I don't have that time. If bringing, that's why I asked, like what kind of information there is that 20%, 10% you are talking about? No matter how little that information is, they will still expand it when they are analyzing it. And it's not making sense. You say these people, they are too slow. Some people say they are too slow. That have you even sat down to really look at this case well? That every area these people are going to seek for this, to seek for that, is still these people that has the power that are there. They will always frustrate you. But when it comes to these other people, once they apply for something, it's granted. But when it comes to these people, once they apply for something, it takes time until you start dragging. And now you want little information to be given. And once they bring this information, we don't know how to manage it. All of us want to claim professional, want to analyze it, where we want to do this, we want to do that. Doing that, you are giving information to your enemy. So please, to me, I did not buy that idea. An issue of people going to one platform to be talking down on Baba or talking down on Muyiwa is unfair. Because if Baba appoints that man, if you are talking down on Muyiwa, it's still Baba you are talking down on. We must learn how to work together. We must learn how to bear one because of love you have for the other. You bear the other one. This is how we can go and we get these things done. Anytime you go there to criticize Muyiwa or criticize Baba, he not talk well today, not talk well yesterday, he not talk well, you are bringing him down. You are bringing him down. That shows that we are not even for the justice we are claiming to be. Me, there is no platform. If I see they are bringing Baba down, I will fight them. And if I fight, yes, they will drop me. And when you drop me, I go my way. If I have another chance, another time, I meet you there, I will fire you. This is how to go. Yes, we'll give it to ourselves until we get that justice. After justice, all of us will come back and they laugh. But now, if I see that you are against that man, I'm ready to follow you. Thank you.
Super Vibes, 1 second, please. 1 second. I don't know if you permit me to do this. I keep preaching one voice, one umbrella, one unity for this justice. Now, I don't know if you allow me, if we can bring Ayaminka Ade here, because I think she's the one in charge of the peaceful demonstration that is going to happen in Abuja. So we need to support her you know, because I was in her live today and she was trying to do a breakdown of what she has done, the banner, the t-shirt, the things that she showed, you know, you get. So I think if we are all fighting for one cause, we should support her on this. I've tried to send this live to her. Maybe I'll try and DM her again so that she can come and do it herself. So that she not as if we are taking her glory, because I know she must have